Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm so excited for this one. I hope you guys are too. This is the 9400 Osborne Auto. Now, this one, as soon as I heard about it, I was like, yep, that's where it's at. We're going to get one of those. We're going to get a couple of them probably. What you get in the box, your normal padded box, your paperwork on some care and maintenance, and your Life Sharp warranty, your microfiber silk bag. Now, let's look at this beauty right here. A little throwback to the classic, as you can see going on here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Our famous split arrow pocket clip. But most of all, the new push button automatic design. Let's fire it out. Let's see what's going on with it. Look at how snappy that is. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, I mean, how do you pack it all into a slim design like that? You know, we've seen a lot of their autos, a lot of bigger knives. You know, they're throwing down for the 20-year anniversary of the Benchmade 940 this year. Warren Osborne designs. We'll look at a classic here in a minute, and we'll compare it to this one. But let's take a look around this knife and see what we have. Now, we have your reverse Tonto blade, an S30V blade steel. You see it right there. You have your famous split arrow pocket clip, one of the strongest ones they make. However, easily switched out as it's got the standard 3-hole design. So I know they have a good variety of clips as well as aftermarket ones that you can, put on there and not avoid any warranties, so that's good. Look at that pop of that backspacer from the inside. Let's look at it from this side. Just that beautiful pop of anodized purple. Man, that's gorgeous. Now, you do have a safety lock on the back. We'll talk about that in a second. But overall, it's your standard Benchmade 940 that we all love. And it's a push-button auto. They got the plunge lock on here, as you can see it actuating. Now, let's talk about a couple things. The scales. The scales are a total throwback to the anodized green aluminum 6061 T6. And it's got that coating, that really light texture that just wears down so smooth and, really becomes your knife. We love it. They've taken the push button auto. You can see the button sticks up just a hair over the scale. So that's why they put this, safety lock on there. And the really cool part I like, let's look at one of their older knives. This is one that we've seen in the past. Oh, bumped the camera there, sorry. Just excited, man. So we've seen, this is a Barrage from a few years back. You can see how big the safety is. Now, this is an auto assist. Now, this one you actually have to depress and push down, and then it'll slide. It's just how it's designed. Now, if you were to try to operate this one without pushing it down, it's just not going to move. So they've made it a lot easier on this one. So when it's in place, you literally just slide it up, slide it down, you're good to go. Now, a cool part about it is when it's out and deployed, you can slide this lock up and it's not going anywhere. No matter how much you push down that button, it's not closing on you. So when you're ready, unlock it, put it away. You can slide it right back up, lock it, put it in your pocket, and rock it. Now, one of the other things is it's really good for if you're going to toss in your bag, toss it on your gear. It's not going to fire out. It's just not going to fire out. So that safety is pretty cool. And it's a neat feature. Now, let's compare it to one of the original 940s. Let's get a couple more snaps in. I just love the thwack, And let's compare it to one of the original 940s. This is one that I've had for over 19 years. Look at this classic. And this is what I'm talking about on the aluminum. You can see this. I mean, this is dozens of years of use. Started rotating it out here a few years back because, it's first production, 8 of 1,000. And it's like, you need to put that away because it's almost time for a new blade. You can see where the serrations started. And on normal blades, the serrations are in a little bit. So you can see how much it's been sharpened. But still razor sharp. They do great work there, Life Sharp for Benchmade. But this is standard access lock. It's just as good as it was. Here's that throwback. you know? You got the same anodized aluminum, almost the same exact spacing where the liners are. And then you got that beautiful purple backspacer. And look how well that's held up. I mean, that's almost 20 years worth. You know, this is from one of the original runs they made 20 years ago. So, pretty awesome. You know, they came with the Benchmade USA clip back then. I wish they still had these that were marked USA. That's kind of cool. So if you see any of those, definitely snatch them up. Those are good to have on your knives. You know, kind of that classic. But I really like, you know, I mean, you've seen right here. I've dropped it a few times, you know, but it's still smooth. Everything's, you know, smooths out when you use it, and it just gets that beautiful look to it. So, new out of the box, you're going to have a light texture on that. Some people don't like the feeling of it, but it doesn't take too long for everything to just smooth out and really become your knife. So, that's pretty awesome. Now, what does this remind me of? You know, the push button, we've talked about that. Here's the barrage that we had before. This is the mini barrage, but you can see, you know, their actions on their autos have always been great. Now, putting it into a push button in that size, that frame, really reminds me of another great knife manufacturer here in the United States, which is ProTech. Now, this is a ProTech Newport. It's in rose gold, so it's very special to me. I picked it up down in California, in LA at Ross Cutlery, which is pretty nice. But very reminiscent of that. The only thing I've noticed in comparing the two, you know, this one fires out just as quick. The blade's going to be a lot lighter. However, when I push this down, I don't get as much, you know, because they countersink their buttons a little bit and there's no safety. So that's the difference between the two. The other thing is, when you push this down, the spring's really light. It's not as much tension as on the 9400. So those are the two main differences, but if you've never seen, I mean, I have a large glove size hand, and you can see I can get a full grip on there. And, you know, you guys know my channel, you know me, you know I'm a 940 fan. I mean, here's something that I would think. What if they started making these in other variants? Now, I know they're going to make a green with a black coated blade. I think they're going to make a black aluminum as well option, which would be kind of cool, which is, you know, comparable to what they've done with the 940. But what if they took like this one and they're like, we're going to make a blue G10 auto? Come on now, tell me that wouldn't be just amazing. That'd be so awesome. I mean, Benchmade, if you need help, let me know. I'm down to help you design it, you know. It's all good. But anyways, so this is the 9400 Osborne auto, and let's do a quick comparison to, you know, just a couple knives. In case you've never seen a 940 and you don't know the size of them, here's a Benchmade Griptilian. You can see how much bigger the handle is. You can see the belly out here, but you get the same blade length and same length on your cutting edge. Pretty cool, huh? But here's the other nice part as I fly the camera around. I need to get a new setup, definitely. I'm too excited for the setup I have right now. But look at that width difference of your handle. You can see how it even tapers down right here. You know, amazing. So just that slender EDC, you can basically carry it anywhere, church, work, and it's got enough of a blade you can pretty much go anywhere with it. You know, and you got that design, and it gets thicker in the tip again, so you get that strength back. Now, I can't say that I've done this before, but I mean, on this knife, I've used it for all sorts of things. You can see how beat up the tip is here. I've used it for prying. I've used it for tightening screws, unloosening, or loosening screws, all sorts of stuff. So, anyways, Benchmade, thank you so much for letting me check this one out. I hope you guys like it. They're going for about $230, which is a really fair price for a push-button auto. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this one. Let me know if, you know, where you're at. Can you carry this one? I know there's been lots of great things going on with knife rights, so keep on pumping, and if you can, support that and their mission. You know, and hopefully it'll be legal to carry these everywhere in the United States. I know, you know, your details on the knife itself, your blade length's going to be a little bit longer because it's 3.4 inches. Your overall length is 7.8 inches. Your close length, 4.47. And then your weight's 2.6 ounces. So super lightweight, super ready to go. And I'm really excited they put it in an automatic. So let me know down below what you think of it. Let me know if you're getting one. Let me know what you think it is compared to your favorite auto. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Do something kind for someone this week, and take care.